Hey everybody, so I am back, and I've got another Prodigy figure. This is actually one of my favorite characters. My favorite character from Prodigy is Zero. Fascinating character. Box is about the same as we've seen on the others. Got the QR code, got the character description, all that good stuff. Looking at the package up here at first. Character looks great, although I can already tell you I do have one complaint. But we will get to that in just a minute. Let me get this opened up. Okay, got everything out of the package. First thing is thankfully this does come with instructions. Shows you how the limbs can be removed, and you can connect the invisible base part to have Zero without their arms and legs, just a floating ball. Which we'll get to that in just a minute. But let's look at the figure. So, even though, especially these arms are very thin, like I was worried because there is a joint there in the arm. When I first pulled this out, this looked flimsy, but it's actually pretty good to move around. I can't there. It's hard to get that to turn upwards. But there's a joint there. Now, I'm a little disappointed they didn't try and do some kind of articulation for the claw hand. That would have been cool. Legs. Let's see, we can do full sitting position. So, yeah. This is actually pretty sturdy. Getting things lined back up is awkward. There we go. It doesn't, other than the one arm piece, everything else does feel really good. This is the only part that it feels kind of flimsy on. I am disappointed. This is just a sticker stuck on the front. I feel like they could have put a piece of clear plastic with something, you know, what would have really been cool is a light, is a little, you know, have a button that you can push for a light to shine in the back with, you know, a little button cell battery. But at least just, you know, a glass dome with a sticker of some kind. But they did not do that. It's just a sticker, which that's disappointing. So let's see, the legs. Okay, that's not too bad. So if we take, and this is how we see Zero a lot, where they're just floating around like that as a ball with arms. And let's see, that, oh, sorry about that. That did shake, y'all. I mean, the arm is removable. We'll see how easy that is to get back in. Okay, that was actually a lot easier to get in than it was to get out. So, yeah, I don't know if I'd want to be removing the arms too much. Something I'm just realizing, because I was about to talk about the accessories, is this hand isn't going to be able to hold any accessories at all, because it's just a flat palm. So let's see how the claw hand can do holding the tricorder. Maybe if I do like that. Yeah, that's not... Zero's fingers are blocking most of the view of the tricorder's use. And then let's see. This is the little medical kit, which I do like the fact that it has the little latch to close it. But again, like maybe I can kind of... Oh man, that's... Okay, no, I got it hooked on there. So there, now Zero can carry the medical kit hooked on to that. finger. But this hand, oh, no, I might could, yeah, you can kind of squeeze it on there. But that hand's definitely not going to hold the tricorder. So let me throw the legs back on. Which, that's one thing I wonder. No, those pegs on the arms were definitely smaller than these on the legs, so you couldn't be silly and switch them around. But got the base just like the Gwendola figure has. Well, there's actually a little bit of detail on the bottom of the feet. Now, one thing I'm noticing of this one, this does seem, it's not fitting on the base real well. That's a slight disappointment. But because the articulation is increased compared to the Gwen figure, you can do a little bit more of a dynamic pose. And I'll go ahead and bring Gwen in here next to her. If I can get, should have brought Gwen's base. But, and this is one thing I'm kind of noticing with the Prodigy figures, is the scale doesn't seem to be quite right. Because Gwen is, if you look at the pictures, Gwen is about the same height as Janeway, and Janeway is supposed to be about 5'6". But Zero is supposed to be like 4'5", so a full foot shorter. And that's not really the perspective we get seeing the two of these together. So I'm worried about that, especially once we get to Rock Talk and Jankum. I'm wondering how bad the scale is going to be for the two of those, because Jankum's supposed to be like 3.5 feet tall, and Rock Talk's supposed to be like 7.5 feet tall. So we'll have to see what happens when we get there. But otherwise, I am actually very happy with these. They'll look great with the rest of my figures, and it's always fun to have more aliens. Alright, thank you guys, and I will see you next time. So guys, I realized something right as I finished recording. I put together the base all together like this with the floating base, and I was just like, wait a minute. This is what every figure should come with. Then we can actually have dynamic action poses. Look at that. Look at that. Zero looks like they're in full run. It'd be so cool if we could do that with other figures. Okay, that was all I had. I'll see y'all next time. If you enjoy my videos and want to see more, please like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon. Also, you can support the show by signing up on Patreon, or head over to Zazzle to pick up prints of my artwork, prints on canvas, t-shirts, and other merch. You can find me on social media. For more information and updates on the channel, all info is below. If you didn't enjoy the video, why are you still here? Do you want a song? Ba ba black sheep, have you any wool? Yes them, 3 bags full. One for the master who can screw himself. You can listen to somebody else.